at Stefan's parents' house, which is like a couple 100 meters up the road.
Yeah, around the corner. Walking distance.
And Stefan goes, the only reason we're doing that is because you have to walk past the bottle store to get to my house.
Good morning.
Like, okay.
Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I feel like it's been like ages. Considering when we came out of lockdown when we were in lockdown last week, we all saw each other every day. Got to have my morning coffee with you guys. But you know what to do. Pull up with your morning coffee. Pull up with your breakfast. Yeah. Are the flavors nice?
This is the new one, Tasty Blood Orange.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Not half bad.
Have you tried all of them?
No, there's a new Ignite one in there. I haven't had it. I think it's that.
Legendary Lemon Berry.
I think it's that one.
Gangster. No. How's the week been, big bro? Good morning, everyone. Who's all on?
It's been really good. It's been really busy.
Yeah.
I've got a few aesthetic things going on, so I've been working with Simon Hill on that.
Yeah.
And then, what else? I'm just getting ready for next weekend. Obviously, we're away
Oxford.
walking in the hills. I
Yeah.
think probably about this time next week, we'll be looking at packing cars and
road trip.
roading it down. 5 hours, eh?
Yeah, 5-hour drive. Should be a goodie though. Love a good road trip. Haven't had a roadie. Since Christmas holidays. So.
What time do you have to be down there for? Because we got the safety briefing, right? Yeah. What time's that? 4 o'clock? 5:30. Something like that, eh?
Yeah, something like that. You're asking us for details?
yeah. Admin.
You're asking me for admin details?
Admin.
Come on.
I just remember it being really long.
Yeah.
Like
No, I
it's
reckon
about an hour.
I reckon it'll be a good drive down. It'll be a good weekend. We're 8 days out until the Oxfam. I'm feeling a little emotional. I feel like this is going to be the test and when it hits to that hard part, the uncomfortable part, and I'm feeling it now. But I know that I've got an amazing team. My girl's holding me up. My sister's holding me up. Got you, got Autumn, got Ben, and it's going to be. I think for me, this is the key. I reckon the thing is just to be present in it and just look at where we are. That will be the take away from the pain and take away from the emotion. And I was like, oh my God, I feel sorry for Chief. He's going to be like, I'm going to be like 1 minute like, yeah, this is amazing. Then I'm going to be like, oh my God, this is not amazing.
But there's going to be 1,001 emotions, I can tell you that. And we'll all go through it at some point.
I guess that's the whole reason why I wanted to do Oxfam in the first place. But it's like, now I'm in it. I'm like, who volunteers for this shit? Oh, wait, yeah, no, I do. So, no, that's us. Bro, CrossFit Open today.
Hey, yeah.
Boom.
I just saw on Dave Castro's feed, they do it because so Noble and Rogue have put together this, it's like a boutique training center.
Right.
So it looks like, but it looks amazing. It's like what anyone who does content creation would love. And one corner is the studio where they've got the people talking. They've got, you know how like in basketball and WWE and that they've got the screen?
Yeah.
Well, people can sign in and you can be a person on that screen watching the Open.
Right.
So they've done a really great work on the production. Dave Castro looks like he's kind of talking in the center. He's going to be sitting on a stool.
Yeah.
And obviously the two athletes, Chris Diaramo and Carrie Pierce, will be there.
Yeah.
I'm picking, so he just put up a post and he's kind of scanning over all of 2018's Open workouts.
Right.
But I think it's 18.2 or 18.3. He kind of slows a fraction and then continues on. And it's only a very subtle slowing of down before he continues.
Right.
And that's the one where it's 100 double unders, overhead squats at 50, 35, and then ring muscle ups. And I think you do 3 or 4 rounds with a decreasing number of reps.
Time? What's the time frame? Was it a time frame?
I think it'll be a long one today. I think he's picked 2 athletes that do long stuff. So I think he's going to have, I think this will be like an 18 minute.
Right. So when they do this, was it Matt and Tia that did it last time?
Yeah, well, they didn't do last year because they was COVID. So the year before, I think they did Matt and Tia were at Wadapalooza.
Yeah.
And they did it there. And then I think the first one, I can't remember.
I would have thought they would have put that mullet man.
Or Justin Medros?
Yeah, I thought he would have been cool. Because do they do just a female, like 1v1, or is it a male one as well?
Sometimes they've done male versus female. So they've had, so they've had like Annie Thoris that almost beat Rich Froning. Oh no, Sam Briggs almost beat Rich Froning in the burpee one.
And there was another one. Oh no, that must have been just like an invitational comp. Yeah, so then they always do like two up there athletes versus each other in the open, right?
Yeah, but then what they had done traditionally is that wherever they've gone, so afterwards they then put or if they have the space, so they've done it with the Air Force, and when there was Sarah versus Katrin, so they had Sarah and Katrin going, but then on the outside couple of lanes they had some Air Force people from the community doing it, and then right after it they usually have Adrian Bosman versus Rory McKinnon, and then they usually go against each other, and then Heber and Mart. Yeah. So they usually make a big sort of scene of it.
So have they just hired out like a big building and then just created this whole scene in it?
Yeah, or they've gone to people's garages. They've gone to one dude who had a garage and like a small tiny garage. That's one with BKG and Dan Bailey. That's where Dan Bailey had that. Yeah. He did only 3 squat cleans, not 4, but he got counted as 4. So his score didn't count.
Wow.
Yeah, and he would have won the open.
Controversy.
Yeah, but he goes, it was my fault. I should have counted. It's not my judge's fault.
True. And well, that's a good accountability.
Yeah, he's a good dude. And so, but that was at a random dude's garage, I think like in California. It's like a tiny little garage. Like and they just chucked a little bit of gear in there, and then they had about 80 people filming this one little scene.
Who are you backing in? Because Matt's retired, isn't he?
Matt, out of the girls, Tia, until Tia loses, it's Tia's thing to lose.
Yeah, and for males, who do you reckon's on the come up?
I really like Samuel Quant. He's the he got second last year.
He's
the one under the comp train.
He was an underdog hard.
Yeah. William Moray is another one that I think's pretty steady. He didn't make the games, but he's underproven. He's a bit of a diehard.
Who's all signed up to the Open? That's what I want to know. Because it's all levels too, eh?
Yeah. Really cool concept this year as well. So they've got RX to scale like they usually do.
Yeah.
Then they've got non-equipment based open. And then they've got like minimal equipment open.
Right.
So like it's a dumbbell and that's it.
That's epic. And so it's just pretty much just testing where you are. I mean, obviously when you do it, you get ranked, right?
Yeah, globally and then in your region.
That's
and
cool.
Country. So
if I wasn't doing the Oxfam, I would do it. But is Comp Squad doing it all?
Yeah, so 3:30 to 5:30 today is when we're gonna. So it's like an hour after the Open is released.
Right.
We're gonna do it, and then some guys will come through over the next several days and either do redos or do it. But that's when we're gonna actually run it as a collective if you can. I think there'd be like maybe half a dozen to maybe 10 people.
Yeah.
In and around that time. And we'll run it from there.
Exciting!
So. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think it's the most we've ever had. I think we've got like 15 or 20 doing the Open.
That's out of 808.
Out of 808.
That is gangster. Your calves can't handle any more double unders face. That's what happens when you get a muscle up.
Yeah, really well.
Congrats on that muscle up, bub. Stoked for you.
Yeah, no chicken wing.
No chicken wing at all.
Yeah, she did really well. It was actually the first time she ever tried to transfer as well. So.
It's almost surreal. Because I remember us talking about, watching, I don't know who we would have been watching. Might have been Amber, and we were like, wow. And now you're doing it. Good work.
Yeah.
Let's go with, everyone's been talking about it all week. The Royales. Everyone, give me your 2 cents. In one word, give me your 2 cents in the comments about what you thought about the Royal situation.
Haven't watched it.
You haven't? How many memes have you read though?
So many.
Do you reckon the Queen's gonna leave too?
Oh, who knows? I don't know. I don't even. I've seen memes from both sides of the fence.
Right.
And it's crazy.
Do you think it was fair that Piers Morgan had to walk out?
I don't know. Has he walked out?
Yeah, he's walked out on his whatever he was doing.
Why? Because he
said that Meghan Markle was an attention seeker. And wasn't suicidal or whatever it was. I think it was along those lines. Someone correct me. But
wow.
Yeah, and so 41,000 people signed a petition for him to quit, and he didn't want to apologize, so he walked. He got 310 mil though. Casual.
He got 310 million.
Yeah.
What, for walking out?
Yeah. Oh, obviously all the law and da-da-da-da. But no, it was an interesting doco, and so much has come from it as well. Like, I feel like it's just, I've never been into the royal stuff or any of that. That's stuff that we kind of read in the history book, and we feel like we have to, because they're in the Commonwealth, right?
Yeah.
So we have to like know that part. But it's like a reality TV show. I'm just waiting for like the action. I know that sounds ruthless because because the Royals and
Yeah.
you don't want anyone to die, but he's paying for security, and that was the part where I was like, damn, how much is that security guard getting paid or team, right?
Money.
So that was the interesting. That's what else has happened this week. What else is? Oh, have you been watching the America's Cup? I know. I only just got into it because Fee was into it. But anyone watching the America's Cup, and has anyone got a sweepstake?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
4 o'clock today.
4 o'clock today.
Level 1 announcement today.
Is it?
4 o'clock. 11:30. Is it 11:30?
Oh,
Hey, we're just talking to production. Our producers at the back. 4 o'clock. What? 11:30.
Can confirm.
11:30. So that's going to be an interesting thing, because with the America's Cup, what I did watch was that because at the moment they're running on, I think, course A and D.
Yeah.
And those two courses are prevailing wind courses, which means that if you basically get it off to start really well, you're gonna win.
That's the part that just gets me. I'm like, now I have to watch them go 6 laps when it just mattered about the start line.
But if they go to course B and C,
It changes.
the wind's different.
So
And
do they not know until the day?
No, well, because they didn't do course B and C because the crowds couldn't watch because of COVID restrictions. Because it's like everyone could jump on North Head to just watch it because it's right there. But if it goes to level 1, everyone go to North Head and Takapuna and watch and not worry about restrictions. So if that's the case, then they're going to allow that to happen, which means that it doesn't matter if you win the start, because you got to navigate your way through the race because the wind shifts so much.
Okay, well then that might make it a bit more exciting. I'm like, these people make enough money.
Bowls tomorrow, though. I'm looking forward to that.
1 p.m, right?
No idea how to play. And
dress up. I think there's a dress up because all our teams have been announced. So bring your A game team.
I'm totally going to cheat, steal, rob. Me and Paz have already been talking about how much we're going to get in everyone's head.
So bowls is going to be fun. I think Autumn's organised snacks, and there's going to be drinks as well. So exciting stuff for the weekend. First social event.
Yes, and the after party is going to be at Stefan and Rochelle's, which overlooks the course for the America's Cup.
So will that be on while we're doing it?
So if it's at 4, because it's at 4 o'clock, right? Producers at 4 o'clock. It's at 4 o'clock, and then so apparently we can watch it from their house.
Today. I don't know if it's on tomorrow.
It's meant to be on tomorrow.
Yeah. Was it you that was telling me about Jimmy Spittle's heart rate?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
ridiculous.
Yeah, it's almost like serial killer mode. That's why I was like, it makes me tense watching them race, and then the commentator's like, oh, look at New Zealand, they're absolutely amazing, and I'm like, shut up, there's a serial killer in that boat and he will hunt it down, and then you're gonna look like the idiot because you've just seen how amazing we are. That grinds my gears. Sorry, that was so aggressive, team. Sorry, but yes, Lucy, do you like the new troop merch coming in hot? Viking girl on the back. I thought I was going to wear it for the banter, and it looks fresh. But yeah, slide into the DMs of the Real Troop Insta if you would like to purchase. Helping those small businesses grow. Lazy plug. There's a lazy plug there. There's a serial killer. What else is there? Oxfam Endurance WOD. Everyone signed up? Everyone got a team?
Yeah, I just heard one of the workouts. I'd rather be doing the walk.
Really?
Oh, now, yeah.
No, I honestly got quite emotional yesterday when we were all talking about it up here yesterday, and I was like, and I think we were talking about one of the workouts, and I was like, that is going to be hard. So all the 808 fam, everyone throwing down that's joining the endurance WOD that the 808 coaches have put on. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, it's gonna get us all through the walk,
and it's helping raise money.
Yeah, so absolutely. We're all coming together for an epic cause. What was I gonna say? We've all helped. I think like 10 villages put drinking water taps in their villages. So that's what we've all done together as a collective, and helped all. I think it said on the email, it was like, there's a couple of classrooms of schoolgirls that get sanitary products. So that's the stuff that counts, right? When I saw that, I was like, oh, this
makes it worth it.
Yeah, it definitely does. So thank you for that. What about your thoughts? Oh, NRL's starting today. Your team, when are they playing?
Tomorrow.
Who are they playing?
They're playing the Gold Coast Titans.
They're looking good.
They are looking good.
I really want to get into it, but
To be honest, all the teams are looking really good. So I'll know after round 5 if we are looking good, because it's because usually the first 2 games is a little bit of rust.
yeah,
So you kind of can't take too much into it. And a lot of the times, the teams that lead the comp in the first 5 rounds usually don't make the top 8 at the end of the competition because they burn out, because there's 26 games.
in the NRL season.
Yeah.
I thought it was way more than that.
There's 26, and then the finals, which goes up to about 31. Plus, you've got State of Origin smack bang in the middle. So if you're playing all that, it's 34 games of high level. It's 34 weeks of comp.
Wow.
Yeah.
Back to back, eh?
Back to back. Yeah. And, constantly running in. And I think they roughly the top tacklers do over 1,000 tackles a year.
That's a ton.
That's a lot of, that's it.
That's a lot of impact.
That's a lot of male on male bombing.
Thoughts on SB Dub's retirement?
Well, it had to happen.
Yeah.
And I think he's given himself 2 years on the boxing circuit. That's really all he's got to make a run for it, because he's 34, 36.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
It's in that bracket. There's not a lot of, you don't have a lot of room to move in boxing above sort of 35.
Right.
You might make a play in your 40s, but you got to be like, that's like superhuman stuff.
Yeah, that's like
He's looking good, though. He's looking pretty
sharp, eh?
Put him and The Rock next to each other.
Yeah. No, and thoughts on Cameron Smith's retirement?
He had to.
Bro, I was looking at his stats yesterday, and it was like 320 like game wins or appearance wins, and like almost 1,000. I need to find it.
Yeah, so I think he's 430 first grade games, 320 wins.
Yeah.
It's 110 losses. But
In his career.
Yeah, but that doesn't take into account games for Australia or State of Origin. He's the most winningest captain in State
that
of
was the
Origin
one
history.
that
And
I
he
saw
is
as well.
second to all time to Darren Lockyer in terms of appearances for Australia. I think he has the most wins. There's only one person who has a better win percentage than him, and it's Darius Boyd. Darius Boyd has never lost an Australian game.
Really?
21 games. I think he's had 21 wins.
That's a good streak,
There's a little stat that most people don't know.
Yeah. Those are good. I'd like those stats. When I saw his ones, I was like, wow, he owes, like, the game owes him so much,
Huge.
you know?
He's the Michael Jordan of rugby league. He just knows how to win. He doesn't, BJ Armstrong said in the documentary, he goes, when he started playing with Jordan after the second or third year that they won the title, Michael Jordan never played basketball. He just knew how to win.
Right.
And, you can almost say that of Cam Smith. He doesn't play rugby league. He just knows how to win.
Yeah. That's so it, eh? It's like an instinct.
There was a really cool thing they said about Luke Lewis was playing for Australia, and Cam Smith, they were on tackle 1.
Yeah.
And Cam Smith was at the half, threw it to the left, and Luke Lewis to the right. And he just said to Luke, he goes, stay right there. I'll be back to you on tackle 4. You're going to go through a hole and score a try. And Luke Lewis was like, well, whatever. Came back to him on tackle 4. Cam Smith put him through a gap. He ran 80 meters and scored a try. Cam Smith just knew how to read a defense.
Yeah.
He goes, okay, I'm going to shift him his way to get that. He's like, it's just ridiculous.
I feel like I have that, but I'm like watching TV and I'm like, yeah, look, there's a hole.
Yeah, see, I'm like this. I'm like, there's a hole. I'm going to run it 4 guys. Well, don't just run to the hole. No, just run it 4 guys. Just make a bullfight one of them.
Would you let the boys play league?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So we'll be a little gangster, I reckon.
Yeah, so Neo had me in a DDT last night. I was telling the girls today. So he had me in a DDT, and Neo, he's like, yeah, I'm going to DDT you, Dad. I was like, yeah, do it. And then Sol snuck up behind Neo, grabbed my head, and just laid into me like full blows into my face. And I was just like, oh, what the hell? And I was like trying to get my hand out of the way. And then, I was like, what do you do that for? And he's like, I was like, you're a nutcase.
They really review up, eh?
Absolute nutcase.
They review up. It's good though.
Yeah, it was fine. Like, and then he learned how to drop kick.
Yeah.
So I was standing on the edge of the bed. I drop kick, so he would run up and do a double foot kick into my side. Did some choke slams. So I grabbed him by the throat, lift him up, and slam him onto the bed. We did a pile driver. We did jackhammers. It was awesome.
Oh, God. The old wrestling tactics,
Yeah,
eh?
yeah. So don't talk to Sif, so I'll probably get done. Yeah.
Don't say anything at all. This is our producer's coming through.
Yeah.
Quiet on that.
Quiet
Comment
on
on the talk. Someone pick a number for our quote of the day. Yeah. Friday. Any plans for the weekend? Just bowls. Oh, and we've got training. We've got a big walk this week. And
Yes.
woo!
Double banger.
Ready to get this Oxfam done though. Ready to send it. Laz, if you're watching, I saw your message. Thank you, bro. Week early.
Week early. Yeah.
But it's okay. I'm gonna need that message next week.
It's funny though. It's like when you get to these really big events, all you're doing is waiting for it to happen because you've done all the training, right? So you're like, oh, it's just now. And then when you usually get to the start line, you're like,
Does anyone?
5 more weeks.
Yeah, is that what it feels like?
Yeah.
Waiting
or
for your new shoes or something? Waiting for the career man. Yeah. Waiting for the career man. Oh, Jay, you're hitting me in the spots, bruh. 273. At any given moment, you have the power to say, this is not how the story is going to end.
Nice, dude.
Isn't that accurate? Producers coming through. That is accurate. Anyways, fam, hope you have all had a good week and have a good, amazing Friday. Everyone, good luck to everyone that's doing the Open.
Can you do that?
Yes. Can you do that? Huh?
Channel, do it.
Yeah, but you can't. Can you do the other way?
What?
No, I am sending all the love for the weekend, and I can't wait to see you all at bowls and your number ones. And yeah, what else? Gonna win. Hope you all have a good weekend, fam. Lots of love. See you all on Monday.
Big Nerf gun.
Peace.